Hey there. Today we're going to talk about value creation. And to do that, we're looking at the Personal MBA. It's the 10-year anniversary of the Personal MBA. We're going to walk through some of the top lessons in it and sort of add pieces as to how it can fit in and work well with kids. So, the number one thing is value creation. So, Paul Graham is the founder of Y Combinator, and he's written a ton of essays that are really interesting, and you can find them all online. But one of his most famous things is this quote right here. Make something people want. There's nothing more valuable than an unmet need that is just becoming fixable. If you find something broken that you can fix for a lot of people, you've found a gold mine, right? And that's really what we're trying to teach kids to do. Like we're teaching them to make something that people actually need or want, and that it helps people with an actual need. So we'll read the first couple paragraphs together. Every successful business creates something of value. The world is full of opportunities to make other people's lives better in some way. And your job as a business person is to identify things that people don't have enough of, then find a way to provide them. So what he's saying here is you actually need to be solving a problem for someone. And it shows up in this sort of form of value creation. And in the first kit that BISO offers, the way that the kids create value is through the making and using their creativity to make beautiful cards for people to sell, for people to give to others for big holidays and all sorts of things like birthdays. Now, they could go to the store and get one, at the supermarket is actually one of the biggest places that people buy cards. But they also have them at Target and things like that. But one of the big challenges that people run into is that they forget that a special day is coming up, or they just don't have time, or they forget when they're in the store. And so they end up without getting a card. And we found this to be one of the biggest value propositions that kids can offer, is that they're actually reminding folks of important days in their lives. So the value you create can take on several different forms, but the purpose is always the same: to make someone else's life a little bit better. Without value creation, a business can't exist. You can't transact with others unless you have something valuable to trade. The best businesses in the world are the ones that create the most value for other people. Some businesses thrive by providing a little value to many, and others focus on providing a lot of value to only a few people. Regardless, the more real value you can create for other people, the better your business will be, and the more prosperous you'll become. Now, like I said, we're reading all of this out of the Personal MBA, but you can actually find it all on the personalmba.com website. And please note that the Personal MBA is not affiliated with me in any way, other than that I think that it's a great resource for folks. As you can see, I have a lot of books in my Kindle library, but here's the Personal MBA by Josh Kaufman. So we'll go back into that. So Josh argues that there's 5 parts of every business. A business is a repeatable process that makes money. Everything else is a hobby. So, broadly speaking, here are the 5 pieces of a business that he points out. Number 1, the business needs to create and deliver something of value. That's what we just talked about. That other people want or need at a price they're willing to pay in a way that satisfies the customer's needs and expectations, so that the business brings in enough profit to make it worthwhile for the owners to continue operation. Boom. That's everything you need right there. That is what a business is and what it has to do in order to continue operating. And part of why I use this book, The Personal MBA, is because it's so clear and kind of easy to think about. And it's a great starting point to teach kids especially, right? They can fill in these you can look at almost any product and fill in these sentences to make something that is compelling.